Hello everybody, did this make it better? And today we're doing this part. First, let me explain what's going on. Well, basically I got those kind of bad kind of thoughts that didn't really help a lot. And also some other stuff. And I had to wake up early for work, which is basically the main problem. But after all of that has finally went by, I still had to go to work though. So later today, hopefully I'm not tired. I will post another video, and it'll be way longer than this one. Basically an hour or 30 minutes, one of those two. With all that said, hello everybody, did this make it better? And today we're doing what if deku was a ghost whisperer. I keep forgetting the parts because I'm getting the two series mixed up. That's also probably the reason. Now, last time we left off was Zuko and Todoroki talking to each other. Todoroki asked him the question of what has happened to him in his past life. Well, ever since he dang it, don't know how to properly say it, but basically past life. Zuko said, sorry, what do you mean? Todoroki said, oh, like, in the cafeteria few weeks ago, you dodged the question on your parents. Were you... As he covered up his scar, treated the same. Zuko, that is my need to know basis, and we are not need to know. How about you tell me about your scar, and I'll tell you about my scars. Which Todoroki, he doesn't really want to talk about his family, but he tries to push more into it. But Zuko is still saying, your secret was my secret. And Todoroki leave it at that, since he doesn't want to talk about his secrets. He before he was walking away, he tells Zuko that he'll be him only using his ice powers. And Zuko told him, well, you do you, I do me, and I'll beat you, and you're half away. If you're going to half-ass everything, I guess. And they both leave in their respective areas. He didn't know this, but someone was there hearing all of this. They have no idea what to do with this information, so they went towards their friends and asked them, does Zuko have secrets that we need to know? And the girls and some of the guys, the ones that know about Zuko's actual secret, tells her that if he wants to tell us, he will. Let's keep it at that. Some secrets are the best not be told. Which some of the girls are asking, wait, it sounds like you know his secret. The guys, yeah, and we wish we never heard it. And they leave, they're not explaining anything. Now the first match, they're caught up. Zuko is caught second as he was walking into the ring. The tail guy, I forgot his name again, god damn it. Hajiro? I think that's what it is. He told Zuko to keep his mouth shut because something about his quirk makes you body, or your body not listen to you. So Zuko takes this and thanks him and went on. Now, Sensho, he is starting to talk to Zuko, even if the match never started. And Zuko is taking all this in, but not saying anything. He decides to drown out the sound. He starts to listen to all the other sounds. He still has One for All, and One for All is very active in his body. Now, when Sensho is making fun of everybody in his group, and since Zuko did not show favoritism to anybody, he doesn't know who to target to. So he's only targeting his friends. And Zuko knows that they can take care of themselves and did not mind all the slander that came from it. Zuko wait for a moment, see how Sensho is built, and also see how he's not that built in muscle. So Zuko starts up an energy beam on his pointer finger, and when time had finally been long enough for waiting for something to happen, he finally blasts a little green plasma beam towards Sensho on his chest, pushing Sensho back a few feet, almost touching the edge of the arena and almost making him out, which shocked him at first, asked Zuko many questions, thinking that this is his quirk, is so flashy, why, and he starts talking about his backstory, how he's been treated just because he has a, with quotation mark, a villainous quirk. He talks about how everybody expects him to be a villain, and that's why everybody's been so nice. Well, nicer. Because he can control their minds. Zuko takes this in, and he remembers one ghost. And he had to learn this technique because he didn't understand it, and he needed to fully get the feel of it. So he starts moving his hands in odd ways. And when Sensho sees, he can barely read it because it was a one-time thing. Zuko is sign language him, telling him that most people have a wrong idea of what is right and what is wrong. Most people in the world don't have common sense, so they never know what's truly villainous and not, or a hero. With Sensho said, so you're not speaking to me, but you're still talking. I don't know what you're saying, but for some reason it's pissing me off. So he runs towards Zuko, and Zuko is just standing there holding a fighting style, or a stance, to show Sensho that he's serious about the fight. When Sensho got close enough, Zuko grabbed his fist when he was throwing a punch, flipped him over, and Zuko was all the way back to the edge of the arena and slammed him down on the outside of the arena, causing him to be out, disqualified, losing, but Zuko is showing him respect on fighting him seriously. After the match is over, and it was told that Zuko wins, Zuko talks to Sensho as they're walking away. And when Sensho hears what Zuko was trying to say in his sign language, Sensho basically respects and actually likes the information that he was told by him. He asks Zuko why is he so wise or smart about these things. And Zuko basically tells him, well, I have gone through many lifetimes, you can say. But I'll leave that there and go on. Essential does not understand what does he mean by many lives, but when he goes to his side of with all his friends and seeing his classmates talk about how how good he did it, even though his quirk didn't work on him, and he's hearing some talk about it. It's almost a good and somewhat bad, but essential taking the good and leaving the bad out of it. Zuko goes back into his room and just wait there for the next match, basically cooling himself off. But he decides to meditate and try to focus more into the quirk, because right now he feels something in there. What is going on in his body? Now let's move on to the other fights. They're all basically the same. Bakugo against Uraraka. He's not holding back either at all. And he tells her that he is not holding back just because she's a girl, which Uraraka actually is happy for. That she's not going to be treated as a weakling just because she's a girl. And most people in the stands are thinking that Bakugo is so arrogant that he won't hold back to a girl. Wow, he must be a villain. Which everybody is saying. Bakugo gets his stance ready, Uraraka gets her stance ready, and they fight. Bakugo is not going all out, but at the beginning it looked like it. And sadly I'm here. Man, I'm too fast on this. Now Zuko's watching all of this. How Bakugo is actually trying his best to avoid Uraraka's hands, because that's her power, of course. And well, man. At the end of the fight, and showing that Uraraka barely made it, but Bakugo was the stronger. He beats her, forcing her to go passing out. And after that, everybody was bullying and telling Bakugo that he should have held back. He should have never gone so hard on a girl and all of this. Which Aizawa finally comments and says that that young man has given the best respect that anybody would have gotten in a fight. And the heroes saying that he should never be a hero because of this, take your license and throw it to the trash. You have not learned true respect. He explains that Bakugo fought everything he had to that girl, no matter the gender, no matter her past experience. It's a fight to the end. And after that, everybody starts to applaud and cheer, and also cheer for Uraraka, which Bakugo was promptly picking her up and taking her to Recovery Girl. Todoroki does the same thing with Zero, And now it's Todoroki against Zuko. When Todoroki is going into the ring, Zuko is in the background waiting for his name to be called. When it was called, he was going towards the ring. As he was going there, he was stopped by Todoroki's father, Endeavor. Endeavor tells Deku to force his son to use all of his power, especially his fire side. My creation needs to use his fire side. And when Zuko hears creation instead of my son, he knows for sure that Endeavor is just like his parents. And it's pissing him off every second that he's there with Endeavor. So he tries to leave, but Endeavor grabs his arm and tells, he's saying this, I'm telling you, kid, to use all the power you have to force my creation to use his fire side. Zuko pulled the arm off of him, walks away, and trying his best not to do something he probably would regret. But Endeavor does not want to stop. He starts throwing fire around him, and Zuko feels the cold chills. He caught ice breath coming out of his mouth. He looks over, he turns around after the third. What time is it? Okay. The third throw, he turns around and he threw a punch, charging with a lot of one for all and some mixtures of other things. And when he threw the punch, it basically turned off all the fire that Endeavor had on his body away. Which Endeavor was a little pissed at, but impressed that he was able to do that. Zuko told him right there that that thing you called is a son, a human being. He has choices, and my choice is not yours to command. I'll give you a warning. And Zuko get a very serious tone, which kind of freaked out Endeavor because he never seen anybody be serious like that before. And Zuko warned him, the next time you talk about your son like that to me again, you should hope that there's a hero that I respect nearby to stop me. And he walks off, going to the arena and seeing Todoroki with his usual face. Now I'm going to stop it right here because I have to clock in. Yay. Yeah, I really wish I can go further, but yeah. Alright, bye.